Hey guys, it's Sherry. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It's day 93. Okay, so I have to say before I get started, it's not my favorite. I don't like it necessarily. This is a really good one, especially if you're in sales or you are trying to lose weight. That's the way I looked at it. So I'm going to just dive right in. So this one is called Enlarge Your Objective. So in this one, the author is talking about, he starts off by saying, here's another self-motivator that also must be used as an intellectual tool only. So that means it's just for your own personal motivation. He says, take a certain goal of yours and double it, or triple it, or multiply it by 10. And then ask yourself, quite seriously, what would I have to do to achieve this new goal? So he gives an example here where he had some friend come to him for some coaching, and he came to him and he said, listen, I'm the top sales guy in my market and I reach $100,000 in sales every month. Hey LJ, 100,000 every month. I want to get to 140. And he said, all right, so sit down, let's start brainstorming how you can get to 200,000. And he said, no, you don't understand. I don't want to get to 200,000. I just want to get to 140. And he said, that's fine, but let's look at it from the perspective that what if I said to you that your life depends on you hitting 200,000 next month? What would you do? And he said the very act of even suggesting that made this guy go from thinking about just getting up to 140 for shooting for the stars. And he was able to just go through, and he goes through it all in the book, what he would have to do in order to get to $200,000. And do you know, after that brainstorming session, that sales rep went back to the office and he surpassed his goal of $140,000 the very next month. And he goes into talking about how he himself, the author, he wanted to get 10 contracts signed in 3 weeks. So what he decided to do was inflate his goal and put himself in a different level of thinking, because he's solving the problem of 10. And he always gets at least 2 when he aims for 10. He says that if you really want to get some fresh motivational ideas, try expanding your goal. Blow it up until it scares you. Then proceed in your thinking as if it's a must, that you must achieve it. Remember that this is just a self-contained game, not a promise to anybody. But it's a game, and it's fun to play because it works. So I don't know if you guys have ever tried this. It sounds incredibly motivating. I'm doing something of the sort right now in my life coaching practice where, I'm doing a weight loss group. And in my group called The Comeback, we're not looking at doing 1 pound a week. We're aiming for 2 pounds, and we're doing it that way because our goals are set high because they're founded in our faith. And we're finding that when we root things in faith, it takes on a whole nother level of possibility. So there you go. Shoot for the stars. Do what you can to just kind of double the goal. Shoot for 10, or just like he says in this book for this chapter, enlarge your objective. So tomorrow, believe it or not, is day 94. I'll see you guys then. Bye.